And I'll tell you a true story about a witch that I saw in the woods. And I know I've told you this, Jorge. I feel
Oh,
like I'm always saying
yes.
that. I've told Jorge everything.
Well, no, I'm glad that you're actually getting this story out. So,
Yeah. So this happened to me and my buddy several years ago. It was probably mid-October, and we had just eaten a bunch of Taco Bell. And so we're like, let's go walk this off. And near where we live, there is a university, and the university happens to own like hundreds of acres of woods. There's like a cross country trail out there. It's really beautiful, but majority of it is woods. And so the weather outside, it's windy, it's rainy, but we're guys, we don't care. We wanted to walk. So we started on the trail, and it's pretty desolate back there, especially on a bad day. And so we're walking and talking, and we get towards the back end of the trail where it starts to curve and go around, and we see a bike, and the bike is tipped over towards the woods. And so we notice it's a female bike, like a female would have, and we kind of get concerned. We think, well, nobody should be out here, and who would leave their bike all the way out here? Now, we know there have been some attempted suicides and things like that in that area before. Some confirmed, not confirmed, whatever. So we're concerned. We see the bike. We go up the hill to see if we can see anybody. And keep in mind, it's windy, it's rainy, and we're trying to communicate like with each other. It's creepy as all get out because we don't know where this person is. We don't know if they're attempting something to harm themselves or they're doing something else. We're walking on what looks like a deer trail on the hill. We're looking around. We don't see anything. So I'm like, I don't know. And we're like, I don't know. We should head out. Maybe someone just left their bike. And as we're agreeing to leave, we both see something with our peripheral vision. We look down the hill, and down the hill, there's a huge river. It's called the Mississippi River. And it's just flowing too because it had been raining. We see this girl digging with her hands like a dog, like, and that instant feeling of we're not supposed to see what's going on hits us like a rock. We just, oh. And as far as we know, she didn't see us. So we turn around and we like hightail it to a corner, like around the area. And keep in mind, we know this area like the back of our hands. And so we get to a safe spot, and I'm like, did we just see the same thing? He's like, yes. He's like, what was she doing? And I said, it looked like she was burying something. So what do we do naturally? We sneak back in there and try to get an angle on her. It took us forever. And fast forward a little bit, we eventually make a way where we can see, and we're hiding in the trees. And we see this girl with no shoes by herself. She's digging something, she's chanting things. And the scariest thing about observing her was she had no sense of fear. Like she was out there in the middle of nowhere. There could be a really bad guy out there doing something else. I could run into her, whatever. She had no sense of fear. And you could hear her chanting, just building something. All the while, we're just observing her. And we must have been watching her build whatever she was doing for, I don't know, 45 minutes. And we're kind of staggered within the trees. My buddy's in front of me, I'm behind him. And I look down to kind of get a better footing, and I look at him, and he's going like this. And so I peek over, and she's coming right at me. And so we don't want to be seen. So I slide down the hill, like farther down to the water, and I hide behind this tree. And I just don't move. Because what do we know about being in the woods? What are you attracted to the most? This movement. So I just hold still. A few minutes later, I hear my buddy. He's like, James. And I peek out, and he's like, she's gone. I was like, are you sure? He's like, she's gone. So he's like, I saw her. I followed her back up, and she got it back on her bike, and she rode off. And so we go over to where she was making this thing. And what we find is this shrine. And it's bizarre. It has like a caterpillar in the middle. It's got all these intricate leaves and design. Anyways, we find out later it's probably Wiccan of some kind, but we don't know if she buried something inside. We reported it to the university because we thought they ought to know. They did up finding who did it, and they had a discussion with her. But the scariest part was that we just randomly stumbled upon that. We kind of nicknamed it the Witch in the Woods. because of what she was doing. She's practicing witchcraft, whether that be, like you said, white magic or black magic or whatever. Regardless of what it was, it's not good. And the overwhelming spiritual battle we felt too of being out there, it was like evil. It felt like there were four things out there, four people, and there was only three that I could see. So it's just a weird experience. I've had a lot of these in my life. I know people said you have a lot of strange things that happen. I'm like, I know, but it's just a crazy story. And for all you listeners out there, I have pictures of the shrine, so I will post those. So I'm not full of it. I have pictures of this, and I will post them online. So that's my story.
I have seen them,
Yeah,
and I remember just being in total shock.
yeah, yeah. It
Like,
was
dude,
creepy. It was creepy, guys. It really was. I know I tried to lay it out as descriptive as I could, but we weren't expecting that. So the
yeah.
digging part where we both were like, I don't see anything, and then you see some girl just, I'm talking like, if anybody's seen the exorcism of Emily Rose, you know, when she's like digging in the corner in the film, that's what it looked like. It was like, oh, you know,
Yikes.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's
So
terrifying.
So just the story, I didn't see the extreme of the film we're talking about, but I saw something else. Whatever her goal she was trying to achieve, I have no idea.
And I think that you had even said that or I don't even I think that if I remember correctly, the shrine wasn't like huge. It was just this makeshift kind of like thing made of like plants and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think that the odd part about it was, to me as a father, it looked like you could lay a baby in it. That was a problem I had with it.
Yes.
Because that was a concern. I said, I don't know if she buried something in there. And I don't think they followed up with it. I volunteered. I said, I'll take you out there. And they didn't want to see it, but they took our pictures, but of the shrine. But yeah, it looked like you could lay something in it. I'll just say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is really it's really interesting that they didn't want to go out there.
Yeah, that still bugs me to this day.
They're like, no, we'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I'm like, are you sure there might be something buried in there? Nah.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like a crime.
Right.
Occurred.
It's not a crime, but it was on private property, and yeah, they should be notified.